It touches pretty much everybody out there, the housing market, and it is certainly interest rate sensitive, to say the least, and we're seeing that in the performance. Right now, let's head down to Washington, D.C. We'll get world and national news with Nate Naker.
We'll start with some breaking political news. Paul, former Trump White House Chief of Staff Mark Meadows has been ordered to testify before the grand jury investigating whether the former president illegally interfered in Georgia's 2020 election. Multiple reports say a judge in South Carolina has declared Meadows a material witness who is necessary to the investigation. Meadows now lives in South Carolina. Atlanta area prosecutors were seeking an order that he comply with their subpoena. Early voting is underway in Georgia's 2022 U.S. Senate election. A new Monmouth University poll shows 1 in 4 potential voters have already cast ballots. Of those, 61% are backing Democratic incumbent Rafael Warnock to Republican Herschel Walker's 34%. Walker has a big advantage at those who plan to wait till Election Day. Up to 39% of them say they will definitely vote for Walker November 8th. 24% say the same about Warnock. In another closely watched Senate race, Democrat John Fetterman's campaign says it raised $1 million in 3 hours after his one debate last night with Republican Mehmet Oz in Pennsylvania. According to CNN, Fetterman camp's calling it an unprecedented haul. Democrats are pinning their slim chances of keeping their majority in the House next month on what they call the Biden 14 congressional districts that they're giving a little extra attention. Bloomberg's government's Emily Wilkins explains why.
They're ones that Biden would have won in 2020, but they were redistricted to that. So Biden didn't actually win them. It's just the lines changed and made them more favorable to Democrats.
BGov's Emily Wilkins reports the Dems hope to do well in those districts and contain losses in 7 districts now represented by Democrats that former President Trump would have won 2 years ago. Global news on air and on Bloomberg Quick Take, powered by more than 2,700 journalists and analysts in more than 120 countries. This is Bloomberg.
And thanks, Nathan. I'm John Tucker in the Bloomberg 960 newsroom. Some of the stories we're following. A magnitude 5.1 earthquake rattled the Bay Area yesterday. Let's get more in this update from Bloomberg's Charlie Pellet.
Geological surveys said the quake was centered 12 miles east of San Jose at a depth of about 4 miles. The area is in hill country, about 40 miles southeast of downtown San Francisco. In a social media post, veteran California seismologist Lucy Jones said it was the largest earthquake in the Bay Area since a magnitude 6.0 jolt in Napa wine country in 2014. John?
All right, thanks, Charlie, for that. Boston has leaped over San Francisco to land in second place on the list of most expensive U.S. rental markets. New York still holds the crown, though. A new report on metropolitan areas from Zumper, this is a real rental listing company, says the median one-bedroom rent in San Francisco dropped 2.6% to $3,020 a month. San Francisco is struggling to recover from the pandemic as a lot of tech companies embrace remote work. Well, let's get the sports report this morning, and for that, here is John Statschauer.
John, the Warriors' first road game of the season, and it did not go well. Phoenix with a 13-0 run in the first quarter, then outscored Golden State 62-39 in the second half. The Suns won going away 134-105. Devin Booker led them with 34 points. Steph Curry had 21. Klay Thompson just 2 points, and in the third quarter he picked up 2 technicals, got ejected for the first time in his career. Warriors home to play Miami tomorrow, then they go on a long road trip. New Orleans played without Zion Williamson. He's hurt again. The Pelicans still beat Dallas. Lakers still winless. They play tonight in Denver. Sharks were at home. They led Vegas 2-1 third period. Golden Knights then scored 3 times and won 4-2. Big night for Phil Kessel. He broke the NHL record for consecutive games played with 990. Hasn't missed a game in 13 years, and Kessel scored his 400th career goal. 42-year-old Skip Schumacher, who had been a coach with the Cardinals, named the new manager of the Miami Marlins. The Bloomberg 960 Sports. I'm John Statschauer.
All right, thanks, John. Just ahead, look at the roads, traffic, and weather. We have, let's see the updated temperature, 50 degrees, clear skies in San Francisco. You're listening to Bloomberg 960.
What's better than listening
listening to Bloomberg Business Week on the radio, watching us on Bloomberg Quick Take. I'm Tim Stenovec.
And I'm Carol Master. Now you can see us each weekday as we bring you the latest news and trends in technology, politics, and the economy.
It all comes together on Bloomberg Business Week, now with live streaming video on Bloomberg Quick Take.
Watch us each weekday starting at 11 a.m. on Bloomberg Quick Take. Available on Samsung TV Plus, LG, Fire TV, YouTube, and Bloomberg.com/QT.
All of our cities throughout America have dangerous intersections. The Asphalt Art project from Blueprint Land Speed allowed us to not only make this intersection in Kansas City safer, but also make it beautiful. By creating a four-way stop, we slowed down traffic. By extending the curbs, we shortened the pedestrian crossing. We've combined art and safety for everyone to enjoy.
Bloomberg dedicates almost all of its profits to transforming lives around the world. See how at Bloomberg.com/facethedata. That's the sound of a crack in the ceiling found at a home inspection. With a realtor by your side, a newfound leak might only cause minor worries. With their expertise, a realtor can suggest a credit at closing and even connect you to a contractor to help you shore up that leak and alleviate your worries. When it comes to cracks in your plans, the expertise of a realtor can make all the difference. The difference between an agent and a realtor is real. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors. That's who we are.
Hayden & Regal is one of the largest independently owned global investment management firms. With more than $118 billion in assets under management, we offer an array of tailored investment strategies, including equity, fixed income, and balanced portfolios, as well as domestic and offshore mutual funds. Independent since 1983, Hayden & Regal is committed to providing customized investment management solutions focused on achieving our clients' financial objectives. Learn more at Payden.com.
You're listening to Bloomberg 960. Good morning, I'm John Tucker. Let's get an update of the roads, traffic, and weather. And Larry Olson has his eyes on your commute. Hello, Larry.
Hi, John Tucker. This report brought to us by Indeed.com. Let's go to Sunnyvale, 101 North Lawrence Expressway. 2 car accidents. Taking up the second lane from the left. Northbound 101 is going to be jammed for about 20 minutes back to Story Road. It's been a kind of tough one this morning as you travel through San Jose North 101 in South County at Cochrane. Still have this accident on the right shoulder. Bainbridge Toll Plaza, we are currently sold out. Lights are on, jammed well into the maze. Westbound 80 slows down to Richmond to the span. Following to a hiring spree with Indeed, their end-to-end hiring solution makes it easy to attract, interview, and hire candidates. Sponsor a job and instantly receive a short list of quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit. For the Bay Area's best traffic, Larry Olson, Bloomberg 960 and 103.7 FM HD2 Jump.
All right, thanks, Larry. And the Bloomberg weather for today from Gary Best. Probably mostly sunny, breezy, high 60 to 70. Tonight, mostly clear, low 40 to 50. Tomorrow's outlook, sunshine, high 65 to 70 near the bay, 70 to 75 inland. And Friday, lots of sunshine in the forecast. The high temperature, 60 to 70 degrees. You're listening to Bloomberg 960.
Markets, headlines, and breaking news 24 hours a day at Bloomberg.com, the Bloomberg Business app, and at Bloomberg Quick Take. This is a Bloomberg Business Flash.
Yeah, I'm John Tucker in the Bloomberg Newsroom. This Bloomberg Business Flash being brought to you by SEI. Built on advanced technologies and over 50 years of innovation, SEI offers asset managers a comprehensive and flexible operations outsourcing platform. Go to SEIC.com/tech. S&P 500 has turned positive in the earlier losses in the NASDAQ. They're starting to evaporate. Microsoft's still among the biggest drags after its disappointing results. And you have defensive sectors like healthcare. They're in the lead right now. Now, the turn came this morning after the Canadian Central Bank raised rates less than expected, and that is fueling speculation that maybe the Federal Reserve can start easing off the brakes here in the United States. The NASDAQ 100 right now 43 points lower. That is down 0.4%. The S&P 500 up 19 points. That's up 0.5%. Dow Jones Industrial Average 313 points higher, 1% higher right now. And we check the markets for you every 15 minutes during the trading day right here on Bloomberg Radio. I'm John Tucker. That's your Bloomberg Business Flash Ball.
Hi,
right, John Tucker, thank you so much. We appreciate it. As John was just mentioning, some disappointing tech numbers last evening. More to come. Reports after the close today. Weighing on the market here, but we've seen the S&P and Dow turn positive, so go figure. Maybe this market wants to move a little higher. We check in with somebody who does this stuff for a living, Quincy Crosby, Chief Global Strategist at LPL Financial. That's a publicly traded company on the NASDAQ. You can put LPLA, the ticker, into your Bloomberg terminal and check that out. Quincy, thanks so much for